It's like this. Uh, Somewhere in the Bible, I'm not very like I don't remember all scriptures, right? But somewhere in the Bible it says this: you will be stripped of everything to build your relationship with God. See, everything that you want in this life, bro, you gonna get, whether it's this or this way. But you have to make the decision to do all the things that you want to do. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So it's very simple. You're gonna deal with struggle. When I first moved back to Georgia 5 years ago, I was stripped of everything, bro. We talking about I was lonely, bro. I was wearing the same clothes. I didn't have a job. I was literally stripped of everything. And what I realized is that made me believe like that there was a higher power that had a plan for me, right? And with that higher plan, 5 years from now, or 5 years from then to now, look where I'm at. I don't have shit. Like I'm not even acting like
No, you
I'm
have
here,
shit.
but I have a family, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean by you have shit.
I was like, no offense, but you right now it's just you. You're not married. You don't gotta wake up every morning and somebody like, Dad, I'm hungry, and you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to deal with that yet. But when you get to that point, bro, you want to be able to be like, damn, I remember when I used to be alone, and look at me now. That's what keeps me going. Like, look at me now. 5 years ago, bro, I was trying to die. Like, on God, you feel me? Like, I was trying to die. So 5 years ago, and then now, I can't afford to die. I gotta live. Like, I really gotta live. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
So it's that understand. You have to make that decision, bro. I walked into Apple and I said, I can't do this. I can't. 15 years can go by and I'm trapped in this simulation here, doing the same things over and over again, and I die. Done. What the fuck am I gonna do? You feel me? What my family gonna do? I gotta break out of those chains. And once you do, you understand this is temporary. And a year from now, you're not gonna give a fuck about this shit. And a year from now, you don't give a fuck about them socks, these pants, none of that shit. So with that being said, you could lose it all, and it doesn't matter. Does it make sense?
That makes complete 1,000% sense. And before we even get any further, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce this thing because I see where we're going, where we about to take the people. So, peace and love, YouTube. What's going on? It's Trey Matthews checking in. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to my channel. And this is season 1, episode 1 of A Conversation With. And this week, I have somebody that's very phenomenal, phenomenal friend, phenomenal father, phenomenal entrepreneur, artist, a man of multiple hats, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? And if you're hearing this, and if you're seeing this, or even reading this, it's too late because it's already being talked about. I'm here with my bro, my dog, Swim. Tuesday Night Swim, man. How's it going, bro?
Peace, love, and light to the universe, man.
Yes, it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying, since we really got to sit down and chop it up for the most part. And for one, appreciate you for coming on my platform for, this is the first season, first episode. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me, big dog.
And to those who don't know, this series that I'm about to do pretty much is just peeling back the layers and unpacking who the individual is. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're an artist, entrepreneur, they could be a nurse, they can be anything. You know what I'm saying? Like just people I really find tight knit in my circle that I feel like that has an interesting story and interesting perspective. So with that being said, man, how you doing, man? How was your mental? Because again, I haven't talked to you fully since we were on Brochillians.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful conversation that we had there also. So yeah, man, how's your mental?
Alright, so before I even go into anything, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't wanna talk about music. I'm gonna speak solely from my spirit. It's not my ego. I'm not trying to pretend. I don't care if you're listening or you're not listening. But if this message hits you, it's gonna save you. It's gonna change your life. And that's very simple. How have I been? Man, first of all, let's be on some real shit. I've been trying to talk to this man for like a year.
Don't do that.
He been super busy. I've been trying to talk to him for a whole year, so he been super busy. But I believe that with the journey, you line up when it's time to line up. So I'm happy that we're doing this. How has my mental been? My mental, personally, bro, I just been learning to understand growth, understand like different parts of the journey, different things that you go through. And like I'm in a process where I'm at in life, I'm in a process of healing. And healing could be a day, it could be 5 years. It could take you 10 years to heal from something.
It's ironic that you said that. I was just having that conversation today with one of my homies.
Yeah.
And it's no time limit on healing. And I feel like as men, we have to always have this machismo character 24/7. At least that's what they paint us out to be. We can never be in our feelings. Everything just has to be stainless, spotless. We always have to be 100%. Uh, I don't even know the word I'm looking for.
I would say like emotionless, really.
Emotionless, yeah.
Because that's what we taught. We taught to not like have emotions, like as human beings, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. For the last, let's say the last 5 years, bro, I lost 7 people in my life. And
I'm sorry to hear that, by the way.
And every one that I experienced, I start to understand like death, right? So with death, it's actually a beautiful thing. It's not a horrible thing. And with some of the deaths that I've experienced in my life, I haven't got over them because I didn't know how to accept it. So we having a conversation and it's over. You feel me? How do you accept that? But it's not about having expectations. It's about accepting things. So accepting like, this is what it is. And then understanding, like learning it. Like, okay, I experienced this person for a reason. The people that I've lost in my life, they had to lose their life for me to grow, for me to hit this pinnacle. And when my time is over, then I fulfilled my like destiny for the next person to grow where they need to go.
I feel like that's why. Yeah, I feel like that's why they call it growing pains. You know what I mean?
100%.
Wow.
100%. It's hard though, but it gets easier as life goes on.
Tell me, give me one word to sum up, or give me a synopsis of last year for you. Obviously, I feel like around this time last year we were sitting on the couch having a conversation like it was yesterday, and I know we're not really talking about music on this interview.
Yeah.
But you were just very elated and very excited for what you had coming. So I didn't really get to talk to you from February to December.
Yeah.
But if you can give me one word from 2021 of how it went for you, what would you say?
Disastrous.
Elaborate on that.
A beautiful disaster, because we, like I said, the issue with all of us is expectations. Like let's say you with a girl, right? You expect her to love you a certain type of way. Where I was at with music, or where I'm at with music, I have expectations to receive certain type of abundance. And with those expectations, if something is slightly incorrect, it disappoints me. Same thing like with, you got a girl, she the baddest junk. You expect her to fuck you a certain type of way, right? Like, baby, I want it like this. I can cuss, right?
Yeah, you good.
Right? Baby, I want it like this, da da da. But that's the thing, bro. Mm-hmm. Every human being is different. She gonna love you how she's compatible to love you. Does that make sense?
Absolutely,
like, and me and my wife, like we deal with this because marriage and everything is all a part of your journey. So like every day we learning things about each other. I'm a person where I like you to acknowledge that I exist. When I see you, I want you to kiss me. You feel me? With her, she's more like, baby, how's your, like, or her expectation is, baby, how is your day? Your back hurt? Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me massage your back. That tender, like, let me read your mind, basically. But at the same time, I had to understand, like, I can try to be that. But at the same time, like, I have to accept her on how she loves me, and she has to accept me on how I love her.
That's part of the relationship.
Yeah, it's compromise. Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, I got you. You need me to do this, da da da. But how I am, my brain is constantly everywhere. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times I be so stuck in my brain trying to think how I'm gonna move forward in this situation or in that situation, I may block out her needs. You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily bad, because you have to be selfish sometimes.
You have to prioritize yourself first sometimes.
You got to.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
You got to.
So I guess piggybacking off of last year coming into this new year, is there anything you want to evolve or change coming into the new year? Maybe like healthy habits that you been slacking off of, or
like I think last year when we spoke, I was on a sea moss and water diet. And I was still like vegan at the time. And I realized that in life you have ups and downs. So what happened with me is like I started going through all this like different shit, bro. We talking about bullshit. We talking about money problems. We talking about people problems. We talking about music problems. We talking about security.
A whole bunch of shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I mean it does matter.
It does matter, but
it's the value of it should not dictate on how much you love yourself. You get what I'm saying? So, long story short, I was on the CMOS, and then I started going through different things, and then I started disrespecting myself. Instead of like putting myself first and understanding like, all right, this ain't working out, this ain't working out. I just start denying myself. We talking about eating unhealthy, bro. We talking about like not taking care of myself to the point where I stop telling myself I love me. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things actually matter.
Absolutely.
But when you allow yourself and your emotions to be dictated by the company of others, then you stop putting yourself first. Does that make sense?
Right. That makes
I have to
sense.
make sure that I'm saying everything correctly.
And not only that, the tongue has power, right? So, I was telling my girl this the other day, like, how women, casually say like, oh, I look stupid in this, or I just look ugly in this, like da da da. Like, no, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it may not be the way you want it to fit, but don't say those things, because when you manifest and just speak volumes of blasphemy, it can become your reality. You know what I'm saying? So no, babe, you don't look ugly. No, you don't look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're beautiful.
Yeah, so like I starting to understand that. I've started to understand the law of attraction. You trying to close that door? The law of attraction, which is simply anything that you put out into the universe, you're gonna get it back. So let's say I walk around and like you just said, right? Baby, I look bad, this and that. You gonna feel like shit. Let's say I walk around and say, man, I wanna murder niggas. That's all I'm gonna feel like is that I wanna murder niggas. You feel me? We all do it, and that's the issue. So anything that you put out into the universe,
you're gonna receive it right
you're
back.
gonna get that shit right back. And I had to learn that. I had to stop saying certain things like, man, people don't fuck with my music, or people don't fuck with me, or I'm weird. Nah, I'm beautiful. You feel me? Like I had to like really make a change with that in myself, and like constantly understand like I cannot speak certain things. I can't, because once I do that, I gotta be prepared. I gotta be on my feet. Like I gotta be prepared. Like, okay, is this gonna happen? One of my things is that actually, let me tell you this. I got in contact with somebody who, how can I explain them? They have contact to the other side of the world, or let's say
they live in another country.
No, fuck that. The other side. They talk to spirits, and they very like we talking about to the dead, this and that, right?
Okay.
And what they made me understand is that and these are messages that I received, and whether you believe them or not, I don't care, right? But I'm gonna be beautiful in this world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm done, when my legacy is over, it's gonna change the world. It's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect him. It's gonna affect anybody who finds this video, right? But not only that, I had to learn that because I was dealing with depression, I was putting out all this energy out. I'm gonna kill myself. I should die. I'm shit. They told me, they said everything in the power of life, like the power to create things and stuff like that, all comes from your tongue.
Absolutely.
All comes from everything.
Right.
And they said this is from somebody on the other side. That's your family. I lost my grandmother, so she said it was my grandmother. And she said your grandmother wants you to know. She don't even know that my grandmother died. I didn't tell her anything. Right?
Wow.
Nothing. Like
random. Was this in like New Orleans, or this is?
They live in North Carolina. So they live in North Carolina, but this is all through a phone call, me calling somebody else.
Oh, this is just a phone call. It's not even in person.
They was in another room,
wow.
And it was like, who's that? And such was like, oh yeah, it's him. They was like, do you remember him? It was like, no, his grandmother said this. And I'm like, what? How you know? How you know that my grandmother is no longer here? So I'm receiving these messages, and it makes me emotional because you kind of question sometimes. You like, are my people watching over me, this and that? But long story short, excuse me. She said your grandmother wants you to know that you don't have to die to receive the abundance that you want. The next time you sage your house, number two, how the hell you know I saged my house? The next time you sage your house, ask for everything you want. And every time you sage, ask for everything you want. Nigga, the crazy thing about it is this, bro. I thought it was so fucking scary, but I thought it was beautiful because I was like, this is the message I've been looking for. because I'm looking for answers in this person. I want abundance from this situation and that. But then it's like when the creator, the higher power, because I don't put our creator in a box no more. I'm done with that. I'm done being and living in a box, right? But when the creator gives you signs, you need to accept them. You need to accept them. If not, you be an idiot. It's like walking in a fire. Right. It's dumb. You feel me? So I accepted it. I said, okay, boom. And I'm applying it. And then I had to ask, I was like, if I get this message out to people, is it messing with my journey? How stupid does that sound? I already told you that you gonna be a beautiful person. You feel me? Like,
right.
I had to understand that.
I appreciate that.
No, you beautiful too. We all are because your journey is gonna save somebody. Somebody gonna look back and be like, oh man, I want to be like this person, or I don't want to be like this person. You feel me? So it's like that, bro. Like that's where I'm at in my life. I got into a point where I have to understand my journey, and it's all a part of it. Was it a disaster? It's a beautiful disaster. It's gonna continue to be a beautiful disaster.
So you talk about your journey a lot, right? And part of your journey, you talk about depression. And of course, for people listening out there, they've probably been through it, just like we have. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their trials and tribulations, their own demons that they're trying to fight off. So I guess what has gotten you through those times of depression, and what do you have to say to people listening? Like, what do you have to say to them in terms of if they're going through it right now? What's some advice that you have?
So this is what I could say, because it's hard for me to speak to people because I don't never want to be looked at as like this perfect person, right? And with depression, I still deal with it. I still deal with it because I've spent X amount of years of my life and saying this is valuable to me when it doesn't matter. Money. We talking about you think that you should be in a certain place. Like let's say you work a job for X amount of times and they didn't give you that raise. You're gonna feel depressed about that shit. You're
gonna feel upset. Is that something I could have done better, or
I
should have did this instead of
same thing
right.
When people die. You be like, man, could I save this person? I should have answered that phone call, but that's not how it fucking works. It doesn't work that way. With depression, it's like this. You have to accept that where you at right then and there in life is a lesson. There is a lesson in every fucking thing, bro. When I try to kill myself, I now understand I have to live. I have to fucking live. You gotta get through it. You gotta say, you know what? This is bullshit and I'm not gonna let it control me. Yeah, it's easier said than done. But you have to save you. No one else can save you from depression, bro. No one. Not your mama, not your daddy, not no bitch, no fucking buddy, not no nigga, money. Nothing is gonna save you from depression except for you. And then, on some real shit, I meditate. And with meditation, it taught me that I am not my thoughts. I am not my thoughts. I am way more than just an idea. I'm way more than that. I'm the nigga who controls my reality. So once I start realizing like, okay, when I meditate, my brain goes to this point where like all my fucking thoughts are just like shooting stars. And this is even with music. I don't want to talk about music though.
I'm with you.
But it's like shooting stars. Every time I grab one, it's something new. But I have to understand, when you meditating, an idea is always going to go through your brain. It don't matter how horrible it is, no matter how good it is, it's going to be shooting through your brain. But it's your decision on whether you hold on to it and act on it, or you say, you know what, let it go.
Man, I want to give you your flowers too and say thank you, because you're the one that inspired me to start meditating. And I'm not going to lie, I've taken a sabbatical on it just because like my schedule has been hectic and I just haven't took the time out to, do my meditations as I'm supposed to. But during that period last year, consistently, I was meditating at least 4 times a week, consistently.
And
so
that shit made you feel beautiful. You feel like air. You feel like air?
Bro, I felt like water. I felt like just relinquish.
Hey, here you go.
Everything is gone.
Here you go.
So, again, I got to get back on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do my diligence, but thank you.
That's part of the journey, bro. That's literally part of the journey. When you fall off, that's part of the journey. That's one of your biggest, I say, learning lessons. All right, I fell off. Why do I feel different? Why do I feel like shit? Oh, because I'm not doing this. You feel me? Like you have to learn from that. You feel like shit when you don't meditate. Not you. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. So don't ever think like it's trade. Now I'm talking to me. I'm having a conversation with myself because we are one. You're God. I'm God.
And there's no right or wrong way to meditate, correct?
No, sir. It's not you meditate when you sleep. I do different ones. I've done so many different ones. I've done third eye. I done what's this shit? Quantum jumping or quantum leaping. I done deep sleep meditation.
That sounds deep.
I done did all this stuff and all of it. Like
quantum leaping?
Quantum leaping. And that shit is crazy, bro. Like, you want me to tell you what happens?
I'm all ears.
You want me to? Alright, so look, bro. Quantum leaping. This is what happened with me. When I meditate, certain third eye, quantum leaping, I do all that shit in like my closet. I don't really do it like outside. When I do regular meditation, I'll do it by like a window or outside. Mm-hmm. So quantum leaping, I'm pretty sure that's the terminology. Right? So when you meditate, you sit in a room, you get to a point of like euphoria where you feel that your spirit is kind of like leaving your body. You go through this, like, let's say this energy force. That's the best way I can explain it. You go through this energy force and you realize every personality that you have is a different avatar. So avatars, you ready? You are the person who controls your avatar. I mean, not person, sorry, the being. You are not your flesh.
Okay. The soul. You speak of the soul.
However, whatever terminology you prefer to use, spirit, soul, whatever, you feel me? That doesn't matter. These are titles. So when you get to that portal or to that passage or whatever, you realize that you have different avatars. You have the strong version of you, right? Where, right? You have the happy version of you. You got the sad version.
To laugh. You just
yeah, you feel me? Like
I feel you.
You got the happy version of you. You got the sad version. You got the sex version of you. Like these are different avatars. You have to learn how to activate them. Now we call them personalities, and that's great. Do your thing, right? But you have these different avatars, and with it being said, you can make the choice to either fuse these avatars. So let's say, I think at that time, I was going through a very emotional state, and when I got to this place, I could see my different avatars. So I got the strong me. The nigga last year was like Big Swim. I'm not him no more. That's not where I'm at right now. I'm healing. I'm emotional. So when I seen that avatar, I start thinking, okay, which one do I want right now? What do I need? What am I lacking? Am I lacking courage? Am I lacking this? And we talking about out of body, bro. I could still feel my flesh there, but like I'm at a sense where like it's like this, bro. Like you got to think about meditating.
Yeah, but even what we're doing right now, this is our soul. This is not the flesh talking. This is soul.
Yeah. So it was like that, bro. And when I see my avatars, I was like, okay, this one right here, this nigga super happy, he goofy as fuck. You feel me? This nigga here, which one do I need right now? And I needed my courage one. So when I sat there, I looked at it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, boom. I'm taking this one. I need my courage right now. And I took that one, fused it with my emotional one. And as the meditation goes on, you go back through that portal or whatever, light, whatever you want, and you come back to your body. When you finally come back to your body, you feel all that weight. Like literally, I don't know how people say that they experience meditation, but when I experience meditation, I can feel the weight.
Like being lifted off your shoulders?
Like even in the sense when you sit in there, when you start relaxing everything, you could feel how much you like holding on to this shit.
You feel clean. It's just like, it's
water.
Yeah.
It's literally water.
Yeah.
Oh, so can I give you something on that real quick? All right, so here we go. And it broke down to me, like, certain things are so simple that they're right in front of your face. All right, so the human body, and I'm not a fact person, bro. It's simple things that I noticed, right? The human body is made up of a large percentage of water.
I think it's majority water, right? 73, 74%.
You ready? Okay, you know that, right? All right. Earth is made up of what?
I think it is 73%.
Okay, now you're ready. What are you a creature of?
I'm confused.
What are you a creature of? Where are you an inhabitant of? Earth, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with
ready?
you. Yeah.
Okay, so if those things are all made of water, what do you feel like you should be consuming 70% of the time?
Water. Water 1,000% of the time. That's why it's always a red flag to me when people are like, oh, I don't drink water, or I don't like water. Something is wrong with y'all.
I swear to God. And it came to me when I was meditating. That's what's crazy. Like, it's so simple that it's all in front of our face. And I was like, well, damn, how the fuck did I put that together? And when I did, I was like, that's crazy. Because when I eat, remember last time, I don't know if you remember, but I was talking about the palate test. When you put things into your body, you start to feel like that. Like I eat a potato, I feel like a potato.
You are what you eat.
There
Type
you
shit.
go.
Yeah.
So that's real shit. You feel like water, you feel like air. Or sorry, you drink water, you drink any like fruits and vegetables that are pure, like mainly water, you're gonna feel like water.
Mm-hmm.
And that feeling is the same feeling that is when you meditate, when you're happy. You feel me? When you first wake up, unless you like drunk or something. But that's how you feel. That is actually the main thing that you want to maintain in life. So here you go. Why would you want to put things in your body that make you feel like death? What do we do every day that feels like death?
And I think that's the main reason why I went vegan personally, because you eat American deli, you're going to feel that American deli.
Nah.
You eat any fast food for the most part, you're going to feel the effects of that.
Real shit. So it's like this. Once again, I'm going to ask you. It was a question. What is the one thing that you do every day that feels like death? Sleeping.
Sleeping? That's what I was going to get to.
So why the fuck would you want to put all this shit in your body that makes you want to sleep? That's closer to death. Does that make sense?
No,
like, what am I talking
no.
Like,
this is
like I was sitting there thinking in my brain, I was like, am I fucking crazy? And then I started telling my wife, and she was like, that's some real shit.
I think you're just observing your environment. You know what I'm saying? Amongst you, because before we even started this recording, you were talking about the Matrix and how everybody around us is what is it? Agent.
Hold on, is that a stopping point?
Yeah.
That was a stopping point?
Yeah.
All right.
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
We got 4 minutes? All right. You say it again?
Damn.
You said the Matrix.
Yeah, so I was saying the Matrix. I guess we can cut this part too. Like,
Yeah, you just
like, yeah.
over. Like,
damn.
The Matrix. You just saying the Matrix.
But I forgot what I was getting to, like, about it though.
Nah, I remember. So with the Matrix, you were saying how I said that Neo is awake and everybody is Agent Smiths.
Okay, got you. Yes. Get into that. Get into that bag.
Alright, so like listen, bro, I'm a nerd, bro, but I'm not perfect because there's people who be like, you're wrong, and I don't give a fuck. You do not exist outside of this. This is my universe. I don't exist outside of your I don't exist outside of, or whatever, you get what I'm saying. Anyways, right? So on some like woke shit, when you woke, dealing with like the Matrix shit, you realize that every time you try to wake somebody like, hey bro, don't put that in your body. Hey bro, don't do this, right? How quick they turn into Agent Smiths. It was the same thing with Neo. Anytime that he seen this or that,
it was always a rebuttal to it.
That's the same thing with being woke. It's the same thing with going to the gym. It's the same thing with being healthy. Anytime you try to push this narrative on someone, they turn into Agent Smith. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, I used to get so upset, like, fuck, bro, I'm trying to wake my people. I'm trying to help my people. Because I see what it is. I see what world we live in. I see the bullshit that comes with like the value of this, and that, and how bad it destroys us. And I wanted to save people, but then I started realizing I only can save me.
Right, and one of the fictitious constructs, if I may, we're talking about social media. That's a big one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's glued to their phone nowadays. People don't put their phone down. You consume yourself 24/7 into social media. People wake up and don't even pray. They check their phone. They don't even go to the bathroom. They will check their phone before they go to the bathroom.
Man, it's an avatar, bro. Like, this is like y'all, like we, not y'all, because we are all part of the universe. We are all part of Earth, right? Listen, bro. We are so fucking slow, bro, that we get caught up in these things because they become trends, from politics to music to motherfucking social media, so on and so forth, bro. It's all fucking bullshit.
It's calamity. The shit that doesn't matter.
Like, if you're not with this shit, vaccine, sorry. I'm sorry. If you vaccinated, that's your decision. May peace be upon you.
But even with the vaccination
it's
thing,
politics,
right?
though.
It's turned into politics because it's either you're against it or you're not, or you're pro-mask or you're not,
or you're Trump or you're Biden, or you're this or you're that, or you're Kim or you're Kanye.
Everything is used to divide us now.
It is bullshit. It's been like that, bro. It's been like that. Religion, school, it's been like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like that. And the issue is that when you learn that, one, the person that's on social media, these people that you see, even yourself, that's an avatar. That's a creative player in the game.
They're only gonna show you the highs. They never show you the low points of their life.
It's a video game, bro. It's a video game. When you get on 2K, you play 2K, right?
Come on.
I'm a beast, bro. I got the Jones.
We still gotta play.
I'll bring that bitch down here. But look, it's a video game on 2K, right? On 2K, on some real shit on 2K, I make my person this tall. I make this nigga Same thing on social media.
Same thing.
I want to look like money. Guess what? I'm gonna make it look like I got money. I wanna be the baddest bitch. Guess what? I got the body. I got this. Hey, no disrespect, right?
I'm gonna flash my jewelry and show how
These
much
are
drip that I
avatars,
have.
bro. This is a fucking avatar. This is not real because we don't see you when you sad. We don't see you. And the thing about it is we so caught up with the trends, we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck to see you emotional. It's bitch or it's pussy or it's stupid when you crying or you sad. Like, look how they did Kanye. He really gave you the pure, how he felt about the thought, the idea of aborting his child, and what we do. We made him a monster. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's not the trend. It's not the way.
Nobody is safe on social media. You know what I mean? And negativity sells, right? So whether these headlines about politics or celebrities, whatever they are true or not, the truth is boring. Everybody cares about the false, the lies, what sells.
Man, look at the news. It's all trends. It's everything is a trend, bro. You project it if it's promoted on a bigger scale, the mass people. Here it goes. Music. I don't want to talk about music. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan of certain songs. But they'll play this song 10 times in an hour in the club. Next thing you know, that bitch gonna be downloaded on your phone because they didn't hypnotize you.
Or you talk about the most common thing. All right, we talk about 2K, right? I promise you the next time we go on Instagram, refresh our timeline, something about 2K will pop up on
algorithm. That's all the algorithm. And that right there, bro, is one of the sickest things because it's people out here being turned into a certain stereotype or to a certain like political view because social media's algorithm has fed them certain things so many times. We talking about I got homies that they white and this and that and they being fed this and this on social media, so therefore I got other friends that's looking at them because they voted for Trump as racist as people, and I'm like, bro, this is my dog. This is my homie, bro. Like, this and that. He not racist, but the same thing is that he's being fed certain things about our people
that aren't true
and looked at as like, oh yeah, this person a shady person or this and that because of this. It's algorithm. You like a post one time, they're gonna constantly feed you that bullshit, and that's why I had to get off of social media for like 2 months.
It's nasty. It's real nasty because again, they'll see tweets or they'll see like this thread and they'll think it's law, and it's like, when do people even pick up a book and read anymore? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to, like, as people, put down the phone sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's pick up that novel, pick up 48 Laws of Power, pick up A Superior Man, pick up, it's plenty of books you can get.
I gotta read that one. That's the 4th time I heard that joint in the last 2
The Way of a Superior Man. Yeah.
That one right there, I gotta get on that. I'm reading the Celestine Prophecy right now, and that joint is so weird to me because I've learned to follow my intuition in this life. I'm very random now. Like, I'm into this process where like I want to be true to myself at all times. So when I read, I'm not a big reader. I can't sit and just read because my brain is constantly all over the place. But with Celestine Prophecy, every time I open that bitch, I swear to God it has something to do with my life. People do that with the Bible, and I'm like, no, I can't. Like, I don't want to. But
listen, bro,
it's weird.
Books carry energy.
It's fucking weird.
And you're attracting that energy.
Man,
I'm telling you.
That shit is crazy. And then I started getting into like just hopping on YouTube and just following YouTube. I got into like Sadhguru. We talking about like people, how the pyramids were built, all this different type of stuff. And I'm like, damn, how the fuck is this shit coming to me? And that's why I told you like about the Peru shit. Like, I started learning all these different things about Peru, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm on some weird shit where I'm like, yo, this means something to me because it's Peru, and and I'm half Peruvian. But then I was like, nah, I'm gonna just let it be. If it relates to me, I'm gonna let it stick, and if it don't, I'm gonna let it go. It's that simple. But once I started following my intuition, I feel more uplifted. I don't feel like I'm regretting anything because I feel like it's meant for me. It's meant to happen. It's meant for me to do this with you right now after a year. You feel me?
Let me ask you this. You talk about your journey right now. You talk about you're in a healing space right now.
Yeah.
Realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What does Tuesday look like in 5 years for you?
So we was talking about power of vibration. And 5 years from now, I'm gonna be on top of the world. I'm gonna change this world. I'm gonna change people through love. That's really how I feel, and I see that when I say it. Um, that's really where like I can say that with confidence because I know that I know what I'm here for, bro. I know what I'm here for. We was talking about the power of vibration
What
and
are
the
you here
law of
for?
attraction, right? Well, what I'm here for, bro, is to save people through conversation. Like I'm amazing at music. Don't want to talk about music. But,
You gotta stop saying that.
but nah, that's what we call. We will talk about music. Nah, but like when people have conversations with me, they really see how much of a beautiful being I am.
Bro, it's cultivating, it's compelling, and
It's no bullshit.
it's no bullshit. It's all authentic. I feel like I'm reading a book right now, speaking
Bro,
to you.
we can sit here for like 6 days, bro, and just have conversation. And I just ask you, and this is like my wife experiences this. I ask her a question like, "Babe, you think I'm crazy because of this?" That or not, but it's all truly from the spirit, bro. I can't be no avatar right now. I can't. I could get on social media and say this, and that, and pretend I'm doing this, but here I can't bullshit you. I can't. I'd be hurting myself if I bullshit you, cause you're me and I'm you, and we won.
Now, I don't know if we talked about this at the beginning of the video, but did you state why you didn't want to talk about music on this interview?
I just personally don't want people to when I talk, and this is why I got the damage on my teeth because I no longer want to be a slave to a necklace. But when I talk, I want people to listen. I don't want to be put in a box as a rapper or this, and that. I am a beautiful being. I am a sovereign being of light. I'm gonna say that again. I am a sovereign being of light. Google it, look it up. If it apply, hey, let it stick. If it don't, let it fly. But with that being said, it's like I personally, bro, I'm here, bro. I'm here for us. I'm here for me. I'm here for my son. I'm here for y'all. If you willing to listen, if you don't want to listen, then so be it. But I just don't want to be put in a box. It's like, yeah, just another rapper with that does auto tune. He got diamonds. He this. I don't want to just be that because I'm more than that. That's an avatar.
Exactly.
It's an avatar, bro. My spirit is talking to you right now, not Tuesday Night Swim, the rapper.
So let me ask you this: what makes you optimistic on the day to day? What makes you feel happy? What makes you feel loved? You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, with the exception of your wife, your kids, that's gonna keep you inspired. That's gonna keep you going. But what else in your universe makes you happy?
Me. Me. Because everything is my way. It has to happen my way. It has to. Everything has to be like how I want it to be.
Have you always felt like that?
No. No, I had to feel like I had to be a certain type of way to make everybody else happy. And I felt like my happiness did not matter. And it didn't exist. And this is all part of like my healing process. My healing process is I've dealt with, excuse me, I deal with all this bullshit throughout my life from being a child because of the lessons that my parents passed on to me or the things that they went through that they thought was right. And I felt like it was wrong and knew it was wrong. You feel me? To now. You feel me? Like where I'm at in this age is like I'm becoming a wise man. Becoming a wise man, you look back at those things and you're like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have accepted that bullshit. I shouldn't have accepted this nigga to talk to me like this. I shouldn't have accepted me to allow this. I posted something on Instagram and I was like, I said that you can only do things to me if I accept it. I have to forgive myself, right? I said before I forgive you, I gotta forgive myself because I always knew you was pussy, pussy. And with that being said, it's like I always knew from my soul that you was gonna fuck me over. You feel me? I accepted. I said, man, something about this nigga don't feel right, but I'ma still fuck with him. I already knew. I know every time, bro. Right? I already know. I know when somebody is real, you a real person, we can have a conversation. You feel me? I can get through to you. I've already done it. I've seen you make a change off of just our conversation. You feel me? So it's like, I know that. So I got to a point where I'm like, I have to forgive myself now. I have to forgive myself like for letting this bitch treat me like that, for this nigga shitting on me, for a nigga fucking my bitch and this. I have to forgive myself because I did that. I said, I'm gonna accept this.
But not even forgiving yourself, but you know, forgiving people too, no?
No. Because it's like this. If I throw this at you right now, right? And you catch it, what does that mean? That means you accept it. If I throw it at you and it just fall off and you're not affected by it, you don't accept it.
So you don't believe in forgiveness?
I forgive everything. I'm sorry, I forgive everyone. But we never forgive ourselves. We never say, I gotta forgive me for accepting that bullshit. You have to start with you. Your life is only about you. It's not about nobody else. You have to be, bro. You are the one. You are the person of your story. That's why I said I'm the chosen one. I'm the chosen one of my fucking story. It may not work for you. My story may not work for you. You may be a big thugging ass nigga and but that may not work for you. But understand, for the people I'm speaking to, I'm chosen. I'm chosen to speak to them. I'm chosen in my life. You, like once I said again, once you leave this, this planet, Tuesday Night Swim, where I'm at, this ball of energy, you are no longer orbiting me. You out here in the galaxy, in a sense. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm a planet. Anytime that you come past, you get my energy. You might get a little sunlight. You might get this shit. You might get some bullshit. You feel me? But after you walk away, I no longer exist. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no,
I'm here.
following.
You got something. Yeah, you know I'm out there somewhere, but I no longer exist. If you block somebody on social media, you block them on this and this and this, they no longer exist. Black Mirror shit.
How let me ask you this. What advice do you have for me? And when I ask you that, it's because obviously we're friends outside of this interview. We've been solid for a few years now, and I appreciate you being in my life and being that figure that I can go to when I need conversation, when I need guidance, or just advice. So that's why I'm asking you.
I've been trying to give you this message, bro, and I've been trying to give it to you for like a year.
I'm scared.
The one thing is this, bro. Go all the way in.
Oh, okay. Got you.
No. There's more to it. But go all the way in. We talking about if you're gonna be healthy, go all the way in. Mm-hmm. Be healthy, breathe healthy, live healthy. We talking about wake up at 5. Let the sun hit your face. If you're gonna be it, you can't half-ass it, bro.
I mean, so
if not, you're gonna get cut from the team, bro. Don't you want to be LeBron?
We a few weeks into the new year, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been getting up around 6:37.
That's beautiful.
It needs to be early. I'm trying to get to that
5:30. It will be early. Fuck that. It will be.
You're right. Because last year, I ain't gonna lie, really the habit started when COVID first started, and you waking up at 4 p.m. You going to bed at 10 a.m. or what ridiculous times. Mm-hmm. So that's what really started the unhealthy habit. But now I'm getting to the point where I know my regimen. I know I'm eating correctly. I know I've been in the gym. So also give my mind the right amount of time also.
Nah, but hopefully everything Gucci. But this is what I was trying to tell you is that on your journey, right? First, you need to dive in. When you fall off, you have to accept that you fell off. Don't bullshit yourself like, oh no, I'm still on it. Because that was the issue with me. I went vegan. I was vegan for like almost 2 years. I fell off. I got depressed. Started eating chicken, right? And I was like, nah, man, I'm vegan.
You still rolling?
But sometimes I'm eating chicken. Here, let's see.
Perfect.
Right? So I'm like, I'm vegan. I got depressed, started eating chicken. And I would tell people like, yeah, I'm vegan, but sometimes I eat chicken. Then I started eating chicken a lot. Then I ate ham. Then I ate bacon. The crazy thing
falling
off, right? But I'm still lying to myself like, nah, you still eating healthy. Nah, you didn't do this, I was in the gym, working out everything, bro. I gained like muscle and everything. I was feeling good. But then I just shitted on myself. I shitted on, that sounds funny, right? I shitted on myself because I started lying to myself. Yeah, bro, you still got it. You still on it. I wasn't.
You got to acknowledge.
I fell off. I'm telling myself now, I fell off. Get on your shit. But you have to accept that you fell off. Take this time to restart it. Like I was saying before, understand like, yeah, I fell off. Okay, how I feel right now? I feel like shit because guess what? I fell off. I gotta get back up. I gotta get back to waking up at 5:30 in the morning, feeling good in the gym or whatever it is, meditating. It don't matter. You gotta jump in. But when you do fall off, understand that that's part of your journey too. so that you remember how it felt when you fell off.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, just that's my advice to you. Go in whatever your journey is. Go in, dive in that bitch, kill it. Be selfish, be aggressive. Do what you gotta do to feel good. Your story is about you. It don't matter who your companion is. It don't matter if you got a wife, a dog. It don't matter. Every single being, every single creature, every single human, whatever you want to call yourself, has a journey, has a life. One. Your story is about you. You're not the main character in my story. You well, what you want to call it? A nigga who a surprise guest on the show. You feel me? Does that make sense?
When I come in the door, they just start clapping.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
yeah. It's
Like
the same thing, bro. You
Yeah.
hear? You know what I'm saying? Take what you get from here and then apply it how you want it. If it don't, let it fly.
Man, I've been wanting to ask you this for a long time, and I don't know why. I thought about it in this moment just now, but you today, do you have any fears?
No. That's a lie. That's a lie. My biggest fear is losing myself because if I lose myself, I lose everything that I've ever worked for.
Elaborate on losing yourself.
Not being true to me, not being honest, becoming a liar, being a
Letting
coward.
shit spiral out of control.
Yes, and that's being lazy, but like doing things that just ain't you, man. Like trying to fit in with a narrative or fit in with certain people, and it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? You don't got no type of value outside of my life, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or inside of my life. Sorry, you have no value. So like, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fine fuck. I don't care what nobody thinks, bro. You have to be that way. Like I said, if it applies, if it don't, let it fly. Let it go. It don't fucking matter, bro. I don't care. I have a like this is my issue, bro. With us as human beings, we care so much about other people's life, bro, that we not doing what we need to do for us, bro. Some people don't agree with how I talk to my children. My children are my best friends. My wife is my best friend.
That's how it's supposed to be.
My dogs are my best friends. You feel me? This is my universe. Your opinion shouldn't matter, nor should mine matter to you. But people feel like, oh, man, he talked to his kid like he grown and da-da-da. My son is grown. Because if I die right now, right, or my wife die right now, we both go right now, he gonna know
Who's
how
the
to
leader?
protect his sister.
Right.
You know who the leader is. You the leader. My son is the leader.
Exactly.
I'm the leader. It goes like that. That's how life is. When I'm done here, my son gonna be in the front. You gotta lead from the front, not from the back. You don't, hey, you trying to breathe? Nah, fuck all that. I'm about to get up and go get it myself. You bang on my door, I'm answering it. That's for real. That's on God. I don't care who you are. That's on me. I'm God. Yeah, the universe lies within me. You bang on my door incorrectly, hey, we're going to war. It's me.
So how long did it take you to get to this awakened stage of your life?
That was-
Honestly, man, because
That was Big Swim Avatar, by the way. My fault. That's crazy. You heard him, right?
Yeah. I heard when he was like, I already knew who
That's
he was
what it
getting to.
is.
But because I don't know, like how long have you been, like how did you transition your life to where you are now in this mentality? Because I feel like, growing up, teenage years, you probably didn't think the same way you think now. You know what I'm saying? Now that you're a little bit older. So when did that transition happen for you?
Once I shedded my skin of being a coward, that's what I can say. And when I mean a coward, it's being afraid of my consequences. If I fuck on this bitch, or if I fuck off on this bitch, like I go fuck with this thing or this person or whatever, however people want to put it, right? I will be afraid that this person wouldn't leave me or would leave me. That's a consequence. I would be afraid of certain things like that. And then I started understanding, like, I gotta really deal with my consequences. When I had my son, and I've said this so many times, but when I had my son, I had to understand that I had to teach him how to be in control of his emotions. And that's how it was for me. Like, if I get mad, I can't just boom, punch a hole in the wall. Because if my son walk outside in this world and let's say somebody step on his shoe, and his favorite shoe, and guess what?
That's not the way to react to it.
You feel me? Like, I had to start understanding. I would say that fire first lit with my son, and then started understanding that I'm the head of my family. That I have to be the example. I'm the oldest. You feel me? You the oldest. You learned that, like, man, the shit that your parents did with you, they're not gonna do with your sibling. Same thing with life. The things that I did, I gotta make sure that my son don't do them too. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's one of those
Yeah.
things, but with I don't even like to use age because that's a box that does not exist. It's fake.
It's man-made, just like time.
Time, a lot of holidays, bullshit, right? Religion, sorry. I'm sorry, forgive me. But it's bullshit. And once I start understanding these things, I was like, it's time to make a change, bro. I'm in control of this life, bro. I'm literally in control of this life. These people could say, man, you shouldn't talk to your son like that. Mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. Because in the next 30 minutes, when you done passing by, guess what? You don't exist no more. You don't exist. There's 7 billion people in the world, right?
And growing and counting.
And
yeah.
growing and
Yeah,
counting,
yeah.
right? Along with technology, so on and so
Right.
forth, right? Guess what? The people that I come across, if we don't have a conversation like this, you don't matter. You don't fucking matter to me. You don't.
You talk about your family a lot. You talk about your son. You talk about your wife. What's the most important thing to you in a relationship? Is it loyalty?
Honesty.
Honesty?
Honesty, because you could be disloyal to me, but need to be loyal to yourself. So I'd rather you keep it 100 with me. And it was hard. I had to learn how to be honest with my wife. I had to learn how to be honest with myself. And same thing with her. I expect that of her. And like I said, it's wrong to have expectations. Acceptance. Acceptance is the key to life, or a key in life. Acceptance. That was an expectation.
That was an argument on, not to get into social media, but that was one of the topics I took a gander at not too long ago, and people were like, you should have zero expectations for any situation, for any person. Just have no expectations. I think that's false. You should hold people to some kind of standard. No?
I don't, because once you do that, bro, you're gonna be disappointed every time. Every fucking time, bro.
Just a surface level example. So
go ahead.
We're doing this interview, right? You had expectations of me showing up today.
Mm-hmm.
That's expectations.
It's a human trait. That's a bullshit trait. You feel me? Like my dogs, right? Regardless, they don't. You think that my dog's gonna wait on me to feed him? If that nigga get hungry enough, cause he expects me to feed him, he gonna go out and eat some. Whether it's a fucking my backpack, whether it's
and by dogs he means animals.
Yeah. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it, but it's that they don't have expectations. They only accept things, right? My dog accepts if I feed him. My dog accepts that if I have to discipline him, he accepts that too. Like, that's the same thing that we should do. These are man-made traits. You have to understand is like, and to each his own, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, like, I don't need to have expectations because I have to accept it. If I don't, I have to accept that, right? I have to accept that it's for me, or I have to accept that it's not for me.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I expect you to love me this way, but if you're an aggressive person, then guess what? I have to accept that don't fucking work for me. I can't expect you to change. That's who you are. You're not gonna change unless it's for you. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I'm following.
So it's like that. But I get what you're saying. Like, I get it. But once you learn how to drop that shit, bro, and I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect. I'm talking to myself. I'm probably gonna be the nigga who watches this interview and learns something. You feel me? But once you learn how to drop that shit, bro, you will learn how to accept everything that comes your way, accept the consequences, accept your journey, accept everything that comes, everything that you manifest, and accept everything that doesn't, because it's not meant to be. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
I hate saying do I make sense, but I don't want to
I'm following
like where I'm at. Bro,
if I'm ever confused, I'm gonna be like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, what
say?
you
Like,
mean?
Wait, I disagree. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always on.
It's so simple though. It's the thing about it. This ain't mind blowing shit. I'm not fucking creating magic from the palm of my hand. I mean, maybe I am, but
it's how it's delivered. It's well spoken, and
it's in front of our fucking faces, bro. It's all life is literally all in front of our faces, and we so busy like this and this. And, oh shit!
We're lost. We're lost in the materialistic.
We're lost in the trends.
The trends, yeah. To sum it up, basically, yeah, we're lost in the trends.
Fuck, bro.
What's the last thing that made you happy, bro?
The last thing that made me happy, bro.
That could be today. That could be
right now.
Right now.
This is I feel like I'm venting. I feel like I'm giving something to someone. I feel like I'm giving a gift to myself, or I feel like it's somebody's birthday and This
My
for
birthday was a couple weeks ago.
my
So
birthday
this might be my
coming up
gift.
too. Oh, me
Oh,
and
February.
you, yeah, February
Yeah.
6th, me and your man, yeah. What's his name? Scott, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Shout out Scott.
yeah, hell yeah. Peace and love and light. Peace, love and light. Um, but I feel happy right now. I really do. This feels good. This is-
And I want this space to feel like therapy. This should feel like, you know, just venting and chopping it up with your homeboy, just having a conversation. That's why I named it A Conversation with Swim.
yeah.
Damn, I don't even know where to really segue from here,
Man,
because you done touched on a little bit of
We
everything.
could talk about everything and anything. I just, man, life is so beautiful, bro. I just can't wait to see where all of us as beings are in the next cycle, the next level of hitting, like, understanding what life, bro. Like, I really want to get to a point where I just am beautiful, where people can literally listen to me and be like, damn, this nigga is beautiful. This being of light is beautiful. This is it right here. This is what I've been looking for. And whether that's now or when I shed my flesh,
Mhm.
I want to be beautiful. Death is not a horrible thing. It is beautiful. I felt that presence. That same thing when you fucking, like I told you,
Yeah,
when
talk,
you
talk
light.
to me. Talk to me about that, because you know, off mic we had a conversation earlier today, and I was, you know, really upset and down. You know, somebody in my life, you know, passed away, so you know that took something from me, but I also took something from them, and you gave me a different perspective to look at it in. But I want you to share to the people, you know, what you said to me.
Man, it's like this, bro. How I look at death now, it's like a race. We're on a journey. When you finish your journey, you've completed it. You feel me? Like I said, I'm still dealing with healing from the understanding
yeah.
it. I've
7
been
years, right?
Yeah, or I think it's been 4 years, 7 people,
4 years, 7
or 5 years,
Okay.
7 people,
Gotcha.
right? I've learned that it's not what I've been fed. Like, oh, when you die, you go to hell. No, fuck no. That's cap. That's bullshit. Hell, if you want it to be, it could be right here. Your life can be a living hell, or your life could be a living heaven. Once you learn to acknowledge all the beautiful things in life, the fact that you can see your fucking hands, that you have eyeballs to see things, right?
You believe in a higher power?
I believe in the source. I believe in whatever you want to call it, the energy, whatever you want to call it, and it has a different value to me. I don't believe that there's a man in the sky and he's like, oh, this nigga Tuesday done fucked up. Here's an X. Sad face. Let's put the sad face sticker on this chart. Bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You fucking do shitty shit in life, you gonna live a shitty life. You do good things in life, you're gonna have an abundant, fucking beautiful life. It's real shit. Real shit. So having death or dealing with death in life, right? It's actually so beautiful, bro. It's one of those things like I can relate the feeling to watching my children be born into this world. I've seen all my children be born into this world, and when I seen them breathe their motherfucking first breath, it made me realize that there is something beautiful that's beyond us, and we came from that. Our children, they pick us. They, wherever it comes from, they're like, oh shit, this journey right here is gonna lead me to here. I'm gonna live this life. Michael Jackson picked his life. He had to go through all this bullshit to be Michael fucking Jackson. And you could say whatever you want about Michael Jackson, but like, he was a beautiful being. He's still a beautiful being. But as far as like death, you return to the source. You return to that stage of how you feel when you meditate. That feeling, that tingly feeling, water, oxygen. You return to that. Earth, the galaxy, whatever you want to call it. That is beautiful.
All right.
That's completion. I completed this journey. And you may not go back to being a flesh or anything like
You
that.
ran your
That's
marathon.
okay.
You ran your marathon.
Nigga, the marathon continues.
Right.
You feel me? Like, that's what it is. It's going to keep on going, and it's okay. It's beautiful because we gain something from that. You gain an experience. You gain a memory. You gain something, whether it's something small like, hey, tie your shoes. You feel me? That shit means something to you in some type of way. Shit, I ain't trying to fall over these hoes. Whatever it applies in your life, you went through that and you gotta celebrate it, bro. My man's died. And literally for the longest while this nigga was alive, he constantly told me, bro, you gotta chase your dream, touch your face, do this, do that. Man, I ain't tapping my face, bro. I'm never gonna be able to get a job. This, and that. That nigga died, bro. He no longer here. I was crushed. But you know what I realized? He was sitting here telling me the whole fucking time, you are meant to be something else. And you have to be the person when you touch your face or you make these decisions, you gotta be the God or the being to look yourself in the face and be like, I made this decision.
Now I gotta live with it.
I gotta live with it. I was supposed to live with it. I was supposed to live with it. It's a learning lesson. I looked myself into the mirror and I was like, yeah, I made this decision. I'm gonna stand on it. That my image does not justify how beautiful I am. This is my avatar. In a video game, you wear this, your man get tasked. However, on GTA, you walk around with all these guns. It's the same fucking thing, bro. My avatar is tatted. He got diamond teeth. He got locks. This nigga light skin, and he cries a lot. You feel me?
You should have to.
Nah, fuck that. I cry a lot, bro.
But like,
I cry over simple shit like seeing my son, bro, looking at this nigga as I put on his do-rag. I'm like, bro, you fucking beautiful.
I mean, that's a beautiful experience.
You feel me?
Through.
Like some niggas they not here. They didn't get to experience that. But I look at my son and I'm like, bro, you're a better version of me. You gonna be smart as fuck. There's no way I'm gonna let you be stupid in this world and not know who you are. When every night before we go to bed, bro, we do this little, it's like a group huddle, and I'm doing this for my kids because the last names that we were given from whoever enslaved our people before us, that ain't our last name, bro. That ain't who I am. I'm TuesdayNightSwim. I come up with this avatar, bro. Not no fucking buddy else. You can't give me or tell me who I am. So every night before we go to bed, we do this like, it's kind of like, they call it pounding, or we call it pounding. Before we go to bed, I start it off. And it's all some PJ Masks shit, but I make it fun with my kids. I say, Dad turns into Big Swim, right? My son comes, Mari turns into Prince Mari. My little MJ, she come up and she say, MJ turns into Pretty Princess. My wife, Mom turns into Big Boss. See, you have to understand, like right now, I'm teaching my son right now, you are Prince. My daughters, I'm telling them, you are a princess and one day you're going to be a queen somewhere. I'm telling them that right now because guess what? They're not going to settle for less. My son, you're not going to trick my son to think that because he's emotional, because he don't fit in, because he's weird, this, and that he's not who he's supposed to be. That nigga is going to be king one day. When my time is done, he's king. He's the leader. He's in charge. Whatever you want to call it is him. That's what it is. No games. In my daughters, they're going to be the queens when they get married or find a significant other. But my son, he's still going to have to leave for his wife, his children, so on and so forth.
Carry the family name.
There you go. There you go. And that's what I want him to do. You feel me? Because I know that he deserves that. Does that make sense?
No, I'm
like
following,
not forcing, like, nah, you need to be a doctor. Nah, you be whatever the hell you want, but just know you a fucking king.
Right, and I'm gonna raise you to be a king.
As
long as I'm here.
Don't let nobody trick you out of who you want to be or who you are.
Mm-hmm.
My whole entire life, bro, I've been emotional, bro. I've been crying my whole entire life, and I never understood, like, why the fuck do I cry so much, nigga? Oh, you pussy, my pops. You pussy, bitches. You so emotional, bitch. On some real shit, bro. If I was hard like a stone, you wouldn't be able to understand me. I have to be able to understand you too because you're emotional. We're all emotional creatures. You gotta tap into that. Does that make sense? I'm going to be emotional. If I'm sad, I have every fucking reason to display an emotion that I am sad. It's healing. That is beautiful when you cry. Do it. You feel me? That is, not everybody is emotional. My wife, she not emotional. I be going through shit. She like, you gonna be okay. You alright? Because I am emotional. I can feel your energy. I could literally feel your energy right now, what you dealing with. I can feel this nigga energy. He can tell me like, oh, bro, nah, bro, I feel your energy. Every time I talk to him, hey, bro, I feel your energy. Same with you. I know you going through. As soon as you came through, I was like, oh, my dog. Like, even before you even talked to me on the phone, bro, I knew that you needed me. I know that you, like, does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
that connection.
With all respect,
right.
It's like, oh, yeah, it's time for that. It's time for that. And I'm willing to take on your energy. Go ahead and give me that because that's what happens. Whenever I touch you, I take your energy and I give you out, or I give you what I was having. It's an exchange. You feel me? I'm giving you whatever emotion I'm feeling. I'm giving it to you right now. Every time I talk to you, every time I touch you, every time I speak. you're getting it. You're receiving it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I can handle things. There's certain things I can handle, bro.
Yeah.
I can handle
Absolutely.
all this emotion. I'm used to it. I'm used to crying. I might go cry later. I was about to cry while I was talking about my son. You feel me? But that ain't, I'm taking on your energy. I'm okay with being emotional. Call me a bitch. Call me pussy. I don't care.
But see, those are the complex things about life. You know, those are memories that you will never forget.
Yeah.
And the same thing for your children. You know what I'm saying? They might not remember every single thing because they're still small, but once they get to the point of, 9, 10, 11 years old, when that memory starts kicking in, they'll never forget it.
Never. And that's why you got to teach them now, because everything else in the world teaches them not to acknowledge that.
And not to love and not to cherish and all the opposite of what they're really supposed to be learning in the household.
People hate me for this, but somebody asked me, because my son, like, sometimes he'll be playing a game, and I'll hear him be like, fuck, I died. And I'll look at him and I'm like, what happened? He like, oh, I died. See, we've been taught, like, man, you don't talk like that, That's an emotion. That right there means you hit a limit. Fuck. That's like, you hit your foot, what you gonna say? Gosh darn it. Nah, you controlling that. That's fake.
Yeah.
That's fake. So it was like this.
But there's definitely going to be parents out there to be like, yeah, my child is not saying fuck.
It's okay. You think that they not saying fuck when you're not around, they saying fuck. So you got to teach them now, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like this. Somebody asked me, when your son go to school, and I'm pretty sure I spoke on this. Somebody said, when your son go to school, what happens when he curses in class or he gets sent home for this? I'm going to ask my son, first of all, what happened? And my son is going to be so much understanding of his emotions that he's going to be truthful with me and say, Dad, this is what happened. I was at school. I was playing with my toy. Tommy came up, snatched my toy. And I said, fuck, or you bitch. Why would I be mad at him? I'd be mad if somebody came into my house and took out a TV. I get it.
Definitely.
But I can't be mad at you. I have to understand, and I have to speak to you and say, look.
You can't be mad. However, this is me just.
No, do you?
It's a way to respond. It's a way to respond,
Man.
Especially like, I don't know if that's like school etiquette or that's just like
these are
in society etiquette. You know what I mean? So, like shit happens, right?
So go ahead.
They're children. Children are always going to be children.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure when that person who snatched the toy away from your son, when they get 20 years old, would they do that again? Probably not.
Hey, but I bet you my son he gonna make the example. Hey, don't touch my toy. But see, this is where education is necessary. Would I rather my son say fuck, or would I rather have my son like, boom? Now he got to deal with a more aggressive consequence. These are the things that you have to understand. If you accept bullshit, acceptance. If my son, took my toy, that's gonna happen to him throughout his whole entire life, because it happened to me. Niggas used to pick on me at school. My mom told me, you don't hit them first. And what did I do? I just started accepting that. That's what's going to happen. Niggas going to jump me. This is what it is. But then I got to a point where I hit my max. And I said, what's up? Why do I want to do that? I didn't already accepted all this bullshit. Now when I hit my max, I'm over the limit. When I should have addressed it from a kid. From a kid. Nah, you're not going to do this to me. My oldest daughter, bro, she's a teenager. And I told her, I said, look, because she be telling me, man, girls be picking on me at school. They call me white girl, da-da-da. First of all, you a queen. You're not a color. That's number one. 2, tell them, hey, soon as a girl, listen, because I know how high school is. And I told her, I said, look, soon as a girl disrespects you, oh, Tati out here doing this, we talking about disrespectful, calling her slut, hoes out there, because this is what happens in high school, right? This is why we become depressed.
Now that's why this is what happens in middle school.
Elementary school.
Yeah, it's bullying. Bullying all that starts from an early age.
You know where you live, and you know what I told her? I said, look like this. This is where it's at. When you in high school and you hear these rumors, I need you to get up out your classroom. You walk out your classroom, and I say this because I don't want my children to think that they're less than what they are. You get up out your classroom. You find out where that bitch is. You walk into her classroom, you smack her face and tell her never talk to you or never speak stuff like that about you ever again, and I guarantee it won't happen. You get what I'm saying? Yes, there's consequences with that. My daughter's not. She's not going to do that. She's not going to jump out here and really do that. But she understands and she comprehends, like, okay.
But also, I mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, cut you off.
No,
that has reactions also.
And that's what
I
said.
mean? So, like, you got whether that consequence is positive or negative, the follow up to that, you have to live with that.
Everything comes with a consequence. And
but then you look back as like, was it really worth it?
So this is what I'm saying. Everything is worth it. Everything is worth it, good or bad. Everything you are taught a lesson. That's what I'm about to say. My daughter, she's very intellectual, or she's very intelligent, right? So with her, I'm saying this to her because I'm her dad. I can talk to her like this. But with her, being who she is, she already knows she's not gonna walk up out of class and da 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 da. Because if she do, she's gonna have to deal with a consequence. But she understands how serious it is that when things happen, you have to handle it right then and there. Because if you don't, it's gonna happen to you your whole entire life. And the next thing you know, you're gonna say, I wanna die because I'm not beautiful. Does that make sense? It starts with that, bro. It literally starts with little stuff like that. And to each his own, but my daughter has been around me enough where she didn't see me in situations and I'll just be quiet. I won't react because like I told you with my son, I have to teach him how to control his emotions. With my daughter, same thing. I say that because I could be blunt with her. She's knowledgeable of what I'm saying, not, oh, my dad said do this. Nah. You got to tell her, you find her wherever it is, and you handle it however you feel is the best way to handle it and accept the consequences.
I do like how you have the foundation of transparency and honesty with your family. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people in my age group or even below, they grow up in a household where they can't keep it all the way a stack with their parent. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I tried weed for the first time, or yeah, I did this for the first time, da da da. You as a parent seems like you're more accepting and inclined to listening to your children compared to a lot of, I'm not gonna say a lot of other parents, but there are parents out there that subscribe to, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do everything I say, these are my rules, this is my rule.
What that sound like?
I'm strict. What
that all sound like? This is America? You niggas scared now? What that sound like, bro? That all sounds like the world that we live in, bro, from society. Oh, if you live in a poverty-stricken environment, you need to be a Christian or you need to be a Democrat or you need to... It sounds all the same. That's bullshit. You need to be able to make the decision, bro. Listen, bro, my whole entire life, I was raised and told that I need to be this and I need to be that, bro. It's the same fucking thing. That's the same thing. It's the same thing with religion. Oh, you're not this. If you don't do this, you need to do this. Why the most of us are Christian? That like a lot of us black people, we were raised to be Christian unless, you know, your family is on other religions, but we raised to be Christians and we never got a choice.
Down.
Yes,
it's
we never got a choice.
From generations, and we're just so accustomed to it and we just fall in line.
And look how much that shit has controlled you your entire life. You feel me? Like bro, I was told, and me and my mom, bro, I got to a point in my life where I know that now we are equal. I'm a man and she's a woman. So now I can talk to my mom like I'm talking to you. A real conversation between two human beings who have hit a level of being an adult. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, well, when you talk about Christianity, there are, you know, other black families that subscribe to other religions.
No,
you know,
for sure.
like
They're all there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I pull a little thing from here. It's really all the same, but it's the hinder part that makes it bullshit. So my mom raised me as Christian, and whatever her beliefs are, may peace be with her. Right? I have my own beliefs. My mom raised me to be a Christian, and I was taught as a Christian that anything outside of Christian is bad. This is my thing though. As I started getting older, I started asking questions like, okay, what about people in foreign countries that don't even know what Christianity is?
Too, right.
What about people who live in the jungle? What about that island where all those people running around there butt and ball naked with spears and they don't know about religion? They only know the light, they only know the water, the animals, the land.
Or they just know their religion. You know, it's the same thing.
Whatever it is.
Generations have been passed down to them.
So you gonna tell me these people going to hell? You telling me these are bad people? No, that's bullshit. And once I start understanding that's all, school does that to you, bro. Politics do it to you. Religion do it to you. The internet does it to you. Bro, everything does it to you. And that's not even the pure way that you should live your life. You should live your life learning how to love things. Learn how to love people. Hey, we have different views, but there's something I can gain from a conversation with you. It's that simple with life, bro. But we're so caught up in these trends. Religion. School. Money. Oh, you're not in my tax bracket. It's crazy, baby. I could save you. I could save you off of this right here. Not off of this. That's bullshit. Look, we transferring into crypto. This shit not gonna mean nothing in like 15, 20 years. This it's just gonna be paper on the wall.
Right.
It's the same thing, bro. It's all bullshit. And that's what be hurting me because I'm like, bro, I'm a beautiful person, but I know that people gonna judge me based upon the things that I say. And then somebody was like, man, you gonna get canceled. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck. That shit don't matter to me.
Are you happy right now?
Yeah.
That's what matters the most.
But happiness, these are things that are temporary. Everything is temporary. Life is temporary. Emotions are temporary, right? Just because I'm happy right now don't mean that I won't be sad in 20 minutes.
Yeah. We're human.
Right now?
We're human.
Yeah, I'm happy. I am satisfied with understanding. Actually, I'm more than satisfied with understanding that everything is all a part of my journey. Good or bad. It's fake too. That does not exist. It's just positive and negative, which are two like chemicals or whatever you want to call it that create life. One cannot exist without the other. However you want to put it, that's just what it is.
Damn. Do you have anything to tell the people before you get out of here, man?
Man, I'm gonna say it like this: stand your ground, do what you gotta do to be beautiful in this world, and understand that the things that you're going through, they're not gonna last forever. Eventually, you're gonna have to return. Eventually, your journey is gonna be over. Eventually, the race is gonna be won, and be happy that you got a chance to experience life. I think that's really what it is. Like, just be happy that you can see. When you return to the source, you do not see. You are one with the source, or energy. You're the sun. You're the earth. You're the air. There is, like, this right here it doesn't exist. Think about when you motherfucking sleep. The feeling of that. Yeah, you have this consciousness, but you don't see. It's dark. Does that make sense? So be happy, be abundant, like be thankful for the opportunity to be an inhabitant of Earth, a creature of Earth, the water, the air. Right. Just be happy. You know what I'm saying? Good or bad, just be happy.
I feel that.
Learn how to be happy.
Again, I want to say, first and foremost, thank you. This is the first episode, and you've been phenomenal as always. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you. I appreciate the gems. I appreciate the transparency. And yeah, this has just been like an open space for us to sit down and have dialogue and have therapy.
Yeah.
Shit.
But it's your boy TuesdayNightSwim. Hey, you already know what it is with me. Hey, this is not about music. We did not talk about music. We're not going to talk about music. If you fuck with music, check the music. If you don't, I don't give a fuck.
Actually, no, y'all check out the music, man. My homie, he got some records for sure that I'm fooling with. The shit that he dropped last year was incredible. So I'm not gonna even get into what y'all should go and dissect. Y'all listen to everything. Linkin Park, the shit that he got, just everything, bro. Just everything. I'm gonna put it in the link. I'm gonna put it in the bio, all that good shit. But man, until next time, love.
Hey, peace, love, and light. Swim.